Hello and welcome back to my channel. Um, just for myself, but I just wanted to upload this video to be accountable about my trades. Trying to lock in a bit of a better process here. So basically, I blew my account already. Not even 24 hours after making the channel and uploading the first video. You can see here, it's just a string of red trades. I'll explain quickly what happened. But so basically overall, there was a big move made on gold here earlier today. The market's just closed now. It's Friday, closed for the weekend. But yeah, so I'd stopped trading earlier. Then I didn't look at the market at all for a good few hours. Then when I did, I got FOMO because I'd missed such a big move, and I waited for a bit of a pullback to buy in, but honestly, I didn't do proper analysis on this. Going back over the mistake I'd made that led me to blowing my account was just pure FOMO, to be honest. As I said, I didn't do the analysis. I kind of just, as soon as I saw it, took the trade, hoped for the best, scaled in, and the market just turned completely against me. So London session was closing. At the end of this, there was no real pullbacks. It hit new monthly highs again. This was yesterday, the high it made, and it went up a lot. So just out of FOMO, I got in. Ended up blowing the account to teach myself a lesson, I suppose. But I think because I'd been waiting for so long for gold to make a move like this, just to get out of this zone. That's been in for the last 2 months. I was kind of thinking today I might hit the all-time highs from 2 months ago. Just with no proper analysis, honestly. I got in on the pullback, wanted it to go back up. It didn't. If I'd have done analysis on it, I would have seen that it had gone from, last time I checked, 42.85 all the way up to 43.53. So a huge move had been made. See, hitting the 42.50s, just barely broke through, wicked it, and then just started pulling back a lot. It pulled back an awful lot, to be honest. The down below what the day started on and everything like that. But like these things happen. It wasn't a part of my trading strategy to trade like this. It was just trading out of emotions, to be honest. But yeah, I just wanted to upload this just to be accountable and to show how quickly you can lose your account on FOMO trades. Hopefully this will be good to look back on. And I don't make the same mistake again, because I'd made it in the past, but while actually analyzing properly. I might make the trade and then quickly do the analysis, understand why the market's about to turn against me. And when it starts to do that, I get out quick. But yeah, today I was trading on my phone. I wasn't doing proper analysis, and came back and bit me. So lesson learned today. Hopefully we can just reset over the weekend, come back stronger. And I do have another account to trade. I'll just show. analytics here. So I did 322 trades on this account. I didn't trade that much this week in comparison to the other weeks. Still a lot of trades, I'm aware, but it's kind of towards my style of trading, and I do spend a lot of hours a day trading normally. I think this week I was just a bit burnt out, and it led me to making this channel where I'm just trying to show wins and losses and keep myself accountable. There was periods it was going well, a few mistakes here and there, big mistake here. We're bouncing back, and then slowly just started to lose focus and consistency, and steep drop off here. Just I might be a bit burnt out from all the trading I've done. That's a big part of trading. Trying not to get too sucked into it and not to overdo it, because you will make mistakes, and the proof's here today. With my account, this was my first funded account. Other than the quick reset after the first day I did, because I thought I might have accidentally been grid trading when I was hedging, but regardless, I have a second account. Whip that up now. It's funded next again. It's a Stellar Light 2-step challenge on a 10k account. I got it pretty cheap with the Thanksgiving deal. I'll just show it here. I've actually done a couple trades on it already, but I've done 13 trades on this. I've done 5 trading days, but wasn't really focused on this account. I wanted to pass the 1-step first, but that didn't go to plan. See, I started off with a few L's, made it back, and then stopped trading. I could tell I really wasn't focused on this account. I was trading the other one, so I just stopped. But it's not the worst stats to start off at. Best trade 118, worst 112. The rules are slightly different on this, so I could take a 4% daily loss instead of 3. Which will give me a bit more buffer, but I have to increase the account size by more. I think it's 8% and then 5%. It's for the 2-step. But we're gonna go back on this on Monday. Hopefully work properly on this, be a bit more strict, adjust my margin size to the account properly. Maybe start a little slow, but I'll probably only do that week. Because the closer it comes up to Christmas, I think the more you're kind of facing gambling, just with the lack of liquidity. And I just got overexcited there. With how much movement was going on with gold there today, and even yesterday, did a decent run. And up here, from 2 p.m. to 7 on GMT. But we can see here just a huge drop off, honestly. Went all the far down. But that's kind of it. Just need to stay disciplined, focus on my trading strategy, my methods of trading. I think I am quite profitable in general. I've been making steady gains on my personal account. I kind of have to trade a lot less on that account because I'm focused on this so much, but sometimes I'll throw in a trade or two here and there, usually the better trades, the longer term ones, and if I've properly done my analysis. But Guess I should show. Let's see. 3rd, 10th, 5th, 8th. So start of this week. Started off with a few reds, made a decent blue, a couple more reds, a few blues. Like, it was just a very unprofitable week. I wasn't trading properly. I wasn't as focused as the other weeks. I think the first 3 weeks was a huge growth in my skills of trading, especially towards prop firms. But this last week, I think, was more psychological, because I'm not going to lie, probably for the first 3 weeks, I was trading at least 50 hours a week, which, I don't recommend doing. This is just kind of how I am with things. I get really obsessed with them, and it's kind of a game to me. I try not to think about the numbers too much. More about, win rate, picking the right trades. But look, sometimes you need a setback back like this to really get you refocused back in the game, come back stronger, sort of thing. So you just see at the end today there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bad trades in a row. This was the only trade I showed last night, and these were pretty much all on my phone earlier. Just bad trades, all in. So yeah, I just want to record my trading sessions, upload them, and try not to do any behind the scenes trading. Yeah. So yeah, look, just don't really have anything else to say. Definitely a bummer, but yeah. And I might think about watched over the last video. I know most people are just going to see all this as a mess. I'm kind of good with it, though. I like it, even though most of the time now I'm using my trading view app and Fibonacci, and drawing the lines there, actually being able to zoom in and out properly. So you can't zoom in anymore here. I think it's a bit clearer on trading view a lot of the time. This does help in its own way, but yeah, I think I have my trading strategies pretty locked in. It's just I can't be doing these FOMO trades. I can't be rushing into trades like this. I need to be doing my analysis, need to stay accountable, I need to stay consistent, need to stay disciplined, and hopefully it'll work out in the long run. But you got to make mistakes to learn from. You got to grow somehow. You can't just be making wins all the time. And look, to be honest, I made my first challenge account last me a month, 19 days of trading. So that's definitely a win. I think my risk management overall is quite good. I come from a maths background, so I think that helps. I know a lot of people don't exactly say that you need to be good at maths or anything like that for trading, but I think it's definitely a helpful tool sometimes. So yeah, I think I learned my lesson, and yeah, hopefully I can come back stronger next week. Shoot for some consistent trades, some good trades. Not to be lacking as much, because I'd like to have some videos up already about just how good it can be when I'm locked in trading. But I lost the account there today because I was not locked in during this trading period, and I was kind of just more trading on hopes and dreams. I'm sure that's common enough for people to have. So yeah, overall, just the hardest part, a lot of people say at the end of the day, is the psychology and discipline aspect to trading. Like, there's countless methods out there online where you can be consistently profitable if you sit on your hands all day and just wait for one setup, or if you set up an indicator that tells you, like, you should take this trade, or your setup's aligned. But I'm a lot more of an aggressive trader. I take those trades plus a lot more. And you'll see that I think overall that'll benefit me in the long run, but it also I kind of have to be a bit more careful about over trading the way I just did today. I don't usually do it, but when you mess up and you're over trading, you can lose a whole lot more so much quicker. And like, just here, my account size went down probably 200 quid, which is just over 3%. Not good, but I just want to reflect on all this. Probably not the most interesting videos right now, but again, these are for me. If people do come across them, cool. People want to help me out in, editing, or just giving me ideas, I'm open to it. I do think my style of trading is kind of developing a lot because there's so many different methods of trading out there, and I feel like I want to master all of them. And overall, that'll help a lot. My risk management has to be quite tight for that, and I need to really be aware of what strategy I'm trading right now. So I think it's normal for me to make a lot of mistakes at the start, just there to seem like there's no progress really being done. But at least I have my personal account. I can see that the leverage is 5 times less than what's on a prop firm, just to be a bit safer about it. But I've been making some pretty good consistent gains there. It's helpful. I think I have a lot of losses to take out of this whole thing, trading the prop firms. 4 weeks trading just gone. Oof. But look, you learn a lot. I'm definitely rambling right now. Just gotta keep it together. Actually, the weekly candle is closed above when the all-time highs were hit. So that's a good sign we're going to break out of this soon. But yeah, mistake made was it ran up so much, it bounced off the 4,350 mark. Huge profit taken and short and going on. Then it dropped about $100 in the space of an hour and a half. 53, 56, 53, $95, $96 in an hour and a half. That's a huge move. If only I'd gone the other direction. probably would have worked out, but yeah, that's it anyway. That's episode 2. Hopefully my next videos will be actual live trading sessions. Yesterday, episode 1 was a good start for sure. Episode 2, I was definitely thinking of not making this video, considering it was so quick after starting the channel, and saying I'd had this for nearly a month now, and literally the next day, next video, there's a video about me breaching the account already. So look, at least we're making the mistakes early. Going forward, I'm very confident in my style of trading. It's just discipline, consistency, and FOMO trades that I need to work on a bit more. I need to really focus a bit more on all this, because in the long run, that's the key features that'll keep you going, keep you consistent for a long period. And I do have high goals, very high goals for myself in this. Not the money aspect, but more so the ability to trade. Like, I think I've really learned a lot on how it moves. I think it's really kind of beautiful how the chart moves, especially watching it in real time and seeing where the support and resistance is. I do want to further develop with order flows and seeing where the actual order blocks are, like the big blocks of orders. I guess on the order flow charts, seeing where they lie exactly, making some real on-time analysis rather than you're kind of watching it's kind of like right now you're using like touch, hearing, and like touch, hearing, everything but your eyes. All your senses but your eyes. And the order flow, that's your eyes. So kind of trying to master everything altogether. Like, the journey's far from over from developing this skill, but I think now is a good time to really start recording, because if you have this is hella rambling, but I feel like the learning curve's kind of gone like this. Actually, let me go. I think the learning curve's kind of gone like this. And then in the last 3 weeks, it's just gone like this. And now with the psychology, I've just, it's the FOMO, setting the account back. It feels like I'm here. So I want to be here right now. And over the next few weeks, start, gain consistency here, have a few good wins here, more consistency during a tough time, tough trading period. And, then hopefully the gains will just start exploding. And it becomes really clear that I'm actually a skilled trader. I want to develop the whole 9 yards, but yeah, that's it for now. We have a 10K account, which I guess would be nicer to pass than the 1 step. I did want to pass the 1 step, to be honest, because I thought like, you have to grow your account less to get a payout. But yeah, to be honest, my plan overall is to, if I can pass this next challenge and maybe get a few consistent payouts, if my trading's really come together and I'm a lot more confident in it and a lot more dialed in, then I want to get a futures account, because I think my method of trading is quite applicable to futures. I think there's a lot more upside there. But yeah, look, everyone has to blow an account, I suppose. Yeah, so it's just a part of the journey. Yeah, I should probably leave the video here. Don't want to make it too long of just rambling now, but just a bit of a reflection piece at the start. Yeah, like I'm happy I made the first account last this long. It shows my risk management's quite good. I am able to find good setups, good trades. And then today is like a shining example of, just how quickly, if you're not focused, how quickly you can lose it. So yeah. Yeah, just try not to make all these mistakes again. Hopefully I'll have a bit of a nicer time with the next account. If it takes me a month to pass it, so be it. If I fail the account, so be it. Yeah, I don't really tend to over risk. Today was just a hiccup, quite a big hiccup, to be honest. But yeah, I don't plan on risking so much with such little analysis done. That's never a part of the plan. And it's something so unforgiving like trading. You really feel the losses like that. So yeah, we move forward. I'll stop yapping now, and it's kind of another long enough video, nearly half an hour. So I could at least start something new, making videos. Hopefully that'll help me in the future. I'd like to stick with this. I don't think it's too difficult. You'll see I'm not doing any editing on my first videos, just because I want to get this kind of get a bit of momentum going, bit of consistency down. Yeah, I just want to get that locked in a little bit, and then I'll probably be slowly but surely increasing the quality of these videos, and hopefully having maybe a setup that's not so I don't know how visually pleasing this is to look at for other people. Maybe I need to change some colors around, or I do have a lot of lines here. Moving averages, the 20, 50, the 200, the super trend, and all these indicators and all the ones I use on TradingView. So yeah, we're still developing a lot as a trader right now. I do think January, February, we'll have a bit of a break in January. Oops, it's the lost internet. Yeah, I have a bit of break in January, and then hopefully by February, I'll be swimming. Because I am off to, I wouldn't say, I'd say a great start, but it's been about 6 months, maybe 5 months of, doing more and more trading. This week then was a bit rough. But yeah, I'm glad I did wait like 4 or 5 months to start a prop firm. It's just me connecting and reconnecting to the internet. That just happens sometimes. I don't know what's going on with that. I might have to look into it. But yeah, I guess that's everything I want to discuss. Pretty non-scripted video again, but that's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So next week we'll go at this a bit better. I'll try to record all those videos, and my plan is to I know since I'll be recording sessions, like quite long sessions, and I'll probably be uploading the whole sessions too. That's just for transparency, really. I'll try to make shorter videos where I kind of edit in my trades, or even just my best and worst trades, talk about them. Because I kind of want to build a bit more of a mental understanding as to, what trades I do that are really taken away from my edge. Obviously that session today, a few back-to-back trades that were just horrific, to be honest. That's a good one to look back on, and making this video about it, it should really set itself in my brain. I should be more aware to this, because previously there just hasn't been moves this big, and I didn't full port or anything. I think I used 0.07's like 60% of my margin. This is just before I blew the account. It's quite steep, but my risk management during those last few trades, was just not there at all. My analysis wasn't there. I was not paying attention, and some things that I've seen from Fabio Valentini. He says like he's a world-class scalper. I think he's young enough, maybe close to 30, on the younger side. But something he says, I've heard him say a few times, is any like distractions you have while you're trading, boom, minus 1,000 like. And that could be just like running to the door for takeaway delivery or something while you have a trade or something, and if you don't have stop losses and take profits set, or like if you need to run to the jacks or something, while you have a trade open, like that's not good. You really need to be full focus on this all the time, and I have been quite good at that, but probably only for about maybe 80 or 90% of the trades I've done on this. And the other 10 or 20% have just been like FOMO trades, or nearly guessing what's going to happen, or been kind of doing something else if the market's going really slow. So yeah, we'll see how we go from here. But yeah, I think I've said enough now about this. I think it's nice to document this this videoly, whatever that word would be, by video. So yeah, just stuff happens, Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for watching, if anyone watches, but yeah, I will come back more focused, more dialed in, really go over my analysis before trading. You see what's moving the market, why the market isn't moving. Look before across the road kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll go from there. Style still isn't fully developed, but it's honestly the stage I'm at now. I know if I was just disciplined, I would be a consistent, profitable trader already. Like I know how to pick trades quite well. I think I'm good at reading the market, but I have to be, I can't just glance at the market and say buy or sell. I have to be humble enough to really know that. So yeah, look, cheers anyway. I'll be back Monday. I hope. I should be. You'll know if there's another video up in the future. Episode 3. Wait on that. I don't even know. I'm just but yeah. Okay, cool. Cheers.
Okay, I'm just recording a little update. So I was editing my second video. Just want to highlight a few things. I know my microphone quality right now is pretty sucky. I've had a lot of issues with that over the last 3 months. But yeah, so this video um that I'm editing now, I'm gonna stitch this onto the end of it. So there was a lot of good things in it, to be honest. A few things I wanted to kind of talk about, um, just because it's been ages. I was using indicators a lot in this strategy, and I was definitely quite ambitious. Um, but yeah, I don't know, some things I really didn't mention too well. I blew the account on the daily loss limit, and I wasn't really aware of that. Um, I didn't really mention that in the video. Um, I also, so that's, I, uh, this account, first one kind of, is actually my second because I reset this account. So I'm just making a note for myself to see how many accounts I've gone through. Um, so I reset this on like the first or second day because I thought I was like grid trading or hedging, and I didn't want any issues moving forward. Regardless, so I blew that account anyway, and I moved on. So the third video will be on me trading a 10K funded next account. Um, but yeah, I definitely came across in this video as like overworked and stuff. Looking back on my files, I re-recorded this video. It took ages. There was a lot of like microphone issues and uh, just a lot of things going wrong. So that's probably why the tone is quite shit in it as well. Because the first video I did was actually a lot better, but uh, I don't know. I just decided to re-record it and stop halfway through. But yeah, don't know. I definitely come across a bit naive in this. I guess I've always had the confidence. I know it's only 3 months ago. Um, and I think I'm in a really good place now. This is what last week of February. About to start my last week, but um, yeah, I mentioned my risk management was quite good. I think that's true, other than I wasn't aware of the rules perfectly well, and blew it on the daily loss. So I kind of, what was it? I explained it was a bit of a FOMO trade. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at my notes here after watching that video. Um, yeah, I thought it was interesting. I was already looking at futures accounts because that's what I'm about to start tomorrow. Um, really try hard mode. Um, I think I think I'm in a very good position to pass it, and just to, yeah, I guess I won't ruin it. The journey's been interesting so far. Tough, tough, definitely tough. Trading's no joke. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was a good reflection piece. I was very aware about like my psychology and over trading. Um, da, 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 da. But yeah, it's funny, like the prop firms, like this account I blew and I was up 1.5%. Like, I guess I talk about that a bit more in the future in the next videos, but it's just mad that like you can be profitable, but it's like you can have more money than you started with and you still blew the account. It's just I don't know, it just highlights the difficulty of prop firm accounts. Um I didn't want to say too much more. I think there's a couple of things I forgot. I didn't really go through my trades too much. I just kind of showed the one I blew the account on, but I guess this is like the start of my video recordings, so there's only so much um I can add on because I trade a lot, There's a lot of trades in here. Can I show 322 trades? It was over a month. It's funny looking back on that now because there's been a few weeks where I've done that in 1 week and even over 100 trades a day. So I've been looking for a lot of precision in trading. Like exact entries, exact take profits. My entries are really good right now. My take profits still need a bit of work. But I think my entries are so good. I'm in a really good situation, and like the whole scaling out of trades and stuff like that, scaling into them using different trading styles. I think I'm in a really good spot. My stats aren't even terrible here, to be honest. But yeah, just blew it due to not knowing the rules too well, and it was a month of trading, so I kind of was just a bit sick of it, to be honest. So it was just a long, long account and only small progress or whatever, but it is what it is. Yeah, it wasn't the worst trade, honestly. My trading style back then, it's developed a lot. It's a good bit different, but I've actually come back to use a few bits and pieces from this era of my trading. Um, but yeah, we'll go over that in the other videos. Drag video, blah, 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 load. Yeah, I don't know. Probably gonna do a decent description on this to sum up what's going on. But yeah, it's from literally nearly 3.5 months ago. So I'll just leave it at that. I just wanted to kind of stitch this on at the end because yeah, it's been a really long time to upload. To be honest, I thought this video was 4 hours long. Um, I think it's actually the next video. That's why I never uploaded it. But I also got very carried away with other things, and um, but I do have a lot more content after this to come out for the next 3 months. Since this, so like I think I'm gonna upload them. Anyway, enough yapping. Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting to look back on it. Honestly, I kind of like that I recorded them. I don't like how long it took me to look back over it, but I've never been a content creator or something like that. Um, so yeah, no, Cool. Anyway, ciao for now.